Oh God, I gotta tell you about Desktop Metal. Desktop Metal is awesome. It's right now a bargain. It's only like $13. It's only been on the stock market for 6 months. The good news is they have like 560 to 90. I can't look at my camera and read the article at the same time, but they have like hundreds of millions of dollars of investment. The negative is they're selling their product. They do ceramics, they do plastics, polymers. They even have a waste product that's made out of pure wood, which is awesome. It looks like wood. They say it's indistinguishable from wood fibers, and I find that super. So anyway, it's a little cheap. It's like $13 a stock, and it's crashed since it came out. But their quarterly earnings just came out yesterday, and quarter one is awesome. And they said that they added more customers last quarter than they had the entire time they've been in business, which is really cool. And they're right, it's going to be a big thing. Now, the only thing that could replace 3D printing or desktop metal would be that uh, either a replicator, which, it's like using energy to create objects from nothing, which would actually change all social theories about energy time and all that stuff. But anyway, which we don't really have yet right now. It's still kind of like a slow material printing process. But anyway, desktop metal. If you're looking for like a great investment to throw, like if you want to put $1,000 in something and then wait 10 years and see what happens, put it in desktop metal. Even though it's only $12 a share, I could imagine it is $50, $60 a share. And there's a number of reasons. Number one, if you can print a replacement part for your sink, let's say you want to get an elbow joint, right, to replace your plumbing. There's enough dudes out there who would be interested in just printing their own object to do that than driving down to Home Depot and getting a part. So how much does it cost to do that? Well, that's a good question. I knew this kid up in Northern California. He worked at an animal shelter, right? That was his job. Anyway, he had a great house. He had he had a shed where he had a laser engraver in it. And this is a big piece of machinery. This is like, my arms outstretched, that wide, as tall as my chest, and heavy as fuck, and makes a ton of noise. But a cool noise, like it sings, right? It sings. Anyway, so Desktop Metal just announced their quarter one earnings, and it's way better than expected. Not only that, but since their last reports, they've acquired what, like two, three other companies who have other products. So they have acquisitions, and not only that, even though they're selling their main product for a loss, they have so many millions in investments that they're allowed to do that. And so, as they continue making things, because when you first start manufacturing your manufacturing product, there's a lot of R&D, there's a lot of material costs. It's a little expensive at first. Anyway, they're past all that, and right now, Desktop Metal. If you're on the stock market and you want to know who represents 3D printing, Desktop Metal. There might be someone else that I don't know of, but I haven't found them. That's why I'm saying, since I haven't found them, I don't know what I don't know, right? So, but anyway, if like, I'm just gonna title this Desktop Metal and be like, if you wanna, and I'm not a financial advisor. I live in my fucking car. This is my bed, right? I'm just a traveling nomad. Nomad. I have it written on the back of my car. Nomad. Don't be angry. Anyway, I'm a traveling nomad investor. One of the new cyber people. Anyway, yeah. It looks like a great buy. And if it wasn't for the fact I've like maxed out my Robinhood account this month on Dogecoin, um, I would go into it. And so probably next month, like it's a little late because right now, Desktop Metal is in the dip. It's like as low as it's been, and everything. I just read their whole quarter one report. It's smart. They have good acquisitions. They have great things going on. They have a ton of real investment revenue. Like, even though they're selling their product at a loss, they have so many hundreds of millions of dollars behind them that I don't think it's an issue, and I think it's deliberate. I think they're like, we want to get our product out into the market. We don't care if it costs us more to make it than it is to sell it, which is okay. To me, it's not a debt-based system. To me, it's a little bit of just like they're so certain the market's gonna be there in such a big way that they'd rather get in first, and so it's smart. I'd say, yeah, I'd say if you want like and I'm not gonna do any fancy thing with my video yet. I need a studio. I'm not gonna do that on my car. I need a computer. I'm not gonna do that on my phone. I need to be able to grab a mouse and drive it around. But yeah, Desktop Metal is gonna be freaking awesome. I feel like, and you can afford it for $12. Like, let's say you're working at McDonald's. Can you afford $12? I mean, you're making $15 an hour. Of course you can. Um, let's say you have a minimum wage job. Buy some Desktop Metal. In 10 years, a $12 stock might be, if it goes up to $56, you made you made three times. It's a nice little, that's like winning a scratch off or something like that. Like that's a decent a little bit of a return. And if you have more than that, put more. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking to drop like a few hundo at the beginning of the month, if not 1,000. Like, yeah, the beginning of next month. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Desktop Metal. Their quarterly earnings report was so good, thorough, and honestly, the way that their CEO talks impressed me. He's smart, and he's smart and thorough, and it's well thought out. So yeah, can't go wrong. It's DM, and it's a bargain. It's a bargain. It's the lowest it's ever been, and I think the reason people are sketchy is they're selling their product at a loss right now. But again, like it doesn't matter if you're backed with like investment that's like what, like 300 times the loss. Like I haven't done the math. I'm fuzzy math, but uh, it seems great. It seems great. Seems like it'd be really good. So I'm happy about it. Yeah, Desktop Metal. I'll be investing next month or whenever my instant deposit cycle can return. Yeah, good tip, I think. Yeah, and if you haven't, check it out. The quarterly earnings report came out last month. Maybe I'll include a link in the description. And if you like this sort of content, my channel is just gonna be my freestyle, whatever I want to post, variety. Um, Part of the reason for me posting these days is not because of maybe modern, but it's also because I feel like anything you put on the internet might last forever, and so why not just contribute your whole life and just leave yourself for history? Because there's plenty of people, times, and things where people are like, I wish we knew more about that. I wish we had more insight into that, or, what was going on this time and place. And so the more voices recording more things, you may think people wouldn't be interested, but when population is quintupled, and you have people living in space and stuff like that, there's going to be people who find it interesting, and people are like, people who are making fun of gamers, dude, no, there's going to be, I guarantee there's gamers who are gaming today who are going to be famous in the future for being a legendary original gamer. I guarantee. Or anything else, but anyway, yeah, if you have a couple bucks to spare, again, I'm not a financial advisor, I can't guarantee I'll make you money, but from looking at the quarter of their Q1 report, it looked good to me. That's all I'll say. So make your own decision. But I'm throwing as much money as I can into Desktop Metal as soon as the next thing comes out, because their product sounds awesome. And for me, the practicality is that you don't have to prototype. The ability to print reduces prototyping, which is going to be awesome, right? You don't need to make a schematic, send it over to your machine shop. You don't have to have a machine shop right next door. You don't have to fucking throw a steel ingot in a furnace to melt it and do all this stuff and make a mold. You don't have to do that. You just go, this is the design, print, and then you wait. It does like a millimeter an hour, so you come back, like in a week or a day or something like that, and it's done. And that's just going to get faster because it's brand new. It's just going to get faster, just like anything else. Like, and again, we're going to get to a replicator, and I know this because of my out of body experience. The ability to create objects from nothing or to even travel through the cosmos instantly is supported by universal intelligence. You're supposed to be able to do that. In Urantia, they say the adjoint actor has the power of anti-gravity, and so there's a number of things you'll be able to do with your anything. Anyway, yeah, that's what I was reading this morning. Desktop Metal. It's awesome. I'm a fan. And read the report. You will agree with me. If you read the report from Desktop Metal, you'll agree that guy is smart. He is smart and he knows what people want and he knows what investors want to hear. And he told me what I wanted to hear and I like it. So, anyway, have a great morning. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit like. Bye.